competitive stream. And again, I'm here with Seka.
Hi guys.
Today's game will be Pravda versus Dockside Wars in the League 3 of League of the Sea.
Yep.
Seka has found out something about the two
Yeah,
opponents.
did a little bit of background research just to see who we are hosting here or casting. And because I know some of the Pravda guys, and I took a look at their league standing at the moment. I can show that. One sec. Yeah, here we go. So as usually, we are casting on two streams at the moment. One is the Twitch stream of Alex on 8 to the K 101, and my stream on YouTube, sofagaming.de. And yeah, so it's the third game day out of 7 at the moment, so almost halftime in the league. And the two top teams in the league at the end of the season will get into the second league, and the two bottom teams will actually drop down into the fourth league, I guess. That's how I understood it when it was explained to me. And League of the Sea has the format that you play 3 maps regardless of the outcome. So even if you have actually won 2 already, you will still need to play the third map, because every map win gives points. So it's very important to win as many maps as possible. And at the moment, both of the teams are, right in the middle. They both have, oh no, Pravda actually has 14 points and DSW has 12 points. And from what Alex and I have seen at the moment, China will most likely stay at the top, because they looked very convincing in this tournament as well as in King of the Sea. So they're most likely to lead this league. But after that, there's the second spot up for grab. And yeah, that will be a close race at the moment. And so it's a pretty close match and a close race. And I looked into Pravda's and DSW stats as a clan, as a clan overall, and they are pretty even. They both have around 55% win rate between all of their members, and almost the same damage on average. So the players are on an equal skill level here, I think. And so it will be up or down to who knows the maps better and who has the better tactics for the maps that we're going to see.
Yeah, it's always if the kind of individual skills are pretty even, it comes to the tactics and the communication in the game, who will perform better normally. So yeah.
I can actually show the numbers here. So this is Dockside Horse. They average 54.1% chance of winning in random games, of course, because VOS numbers doesn't track competitive, it only tracks the average random games. But compared to that, this is the competitive Pravda clan. Pravda should say, to a lot of people, or some people, they are pretty much known for their mod packs or skin packs that they make for a lot of games, actually. And they recently decided, a couple of weeks ago, actually, that they want to, try out competitive. And then they made a team of willing members, and to my knowledge, they are still recruiting at the moment. And this will be, I think, their fourth or third competitive game, actually. So they don't have that many experience. But
yeah, that's what all may want to know is Aaron playing?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, Aaron is not playing. That's sad for all the Aaron
At
fanboys
least
and hypers and whatever.
he didn't mention it on his Discord today. So maybe that he is on reserve, but to my knowledge, he's not in the lineup. I'm just looking at the recent results in the league, just to check. And Pravda, on the first league day, they beat MDiv on all the maps that were played. And then there's actually the second game isn't entered yet, but they lost that one 1-2.
Against 1UG. That
Yeah,
means
exactly.
1UG is behind them. So they lost 0-3 to another one opponent. I didn't see it now, but I look at the
Yeah, they lost against China on the
at the
first match
score
day.
table,
Or first match day.
and yeah, normally you would assume that someone is in front or on top or third in the group or in the league would be like yeah, win the game versus someone who's like on the lower ranks.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's only like third game day, so
at first this, yeah, and the second, it's all pretty. Well, some of the clans are so pretty new that like so much can happen, and the game's can
yeah.
be decided. So, what are minor mistakes in the first league or in big tournaments are like huge mistakes because of unexperience in these games, I guess. So, yeah, all can happen. So it's I honestly can't say who's a favorite here. I think they're pretty equal, as Sika said, and
Yeah,
it
like
might.
if we take the average stats, they are like on totally equal terms.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, should be a good game then. I mean,
Yeah, I hope it's pretty interesting
if
to
it's
see like
close,
what they
then
can
it's
come up with.
always interesting to watch.
And also, like, both teams are not that experienced in the competitive meta or the standard tactics, so to say. So maybe they bring something like refreshing that we haven't seen before, like some new ships or so. Also
Yeah,
a
new
possibility.
ships can always happen because the viability of all the ships that I used, like in the first league, where all the players have like at minimum like 4,000 games. Or okay, maybe I'm a liar, but a lot of games normally. Um, and everybody has like the most used ships in the competitive game and with decent captains available. It's not the same like on with these like newer clans and not so experienced, maybe not so competitive or like totally focused on this competitive clans. They have maybe not such or all these like let's say standard pack of ships that are used in the first league, for example. They
Yep.
have like different ships, and they have to like figure out what can replace a certain ship they like to use but don't have them, and so on. Yeah, but we will see. We will see.
Okay, it looks like the room is already up.
Oh, that's quick.
But so far, Yami hasn't told me anything, so I guess we'll just wait for them.
What's the first map, by the way? I don't.
Looks like Neighbors.
Ah, neighbor. That is okay. McLot's. Yeah, I saw this guy because I made my own research as well, and McLot's made rank 1. And
Okay,
has a
so
decent. It's one of the better players of Darkside Wars. It's not, because they are like the overall stat says like 55 to 56% win rate or average for all the members, and this guy has like the stats like we have, so like
okay, so a bit above 60 or so. Yeah, okay.
That says
Yeah, it's
normally a lot, at least from the individual. That's the point.
Yeah, it's always good. And I mean, it's not that important in like the competitive meta, but it's always like good to have at least some of the guys that are more experienced and have a lot more games.
Yeah, exactly. So now we are waiting. So
Just waiting that we can join.
where is this document where we can see which maps are played?
Should be on the Discord somewhere. Okay, Yami is writing me. Let me check. Okay, it looks like there's a slight delay because one guy is still missing. but he's on his way. So we're just waiting for him to join. And we can start the match. So have you found the documents you were looking for?
Not really.
Okay, let me take a look. Wasn't it... Wait, we're playing League of the Seas, right?
That is correct, yes.
The only map that's fixed is like the first map,
Okay.
and that's neighbors. And after that, it's I think the home team picks the next map and the spawn. Wasn't it like this tournament format? Where we like really surprised that the home team gets such a big advantage? I think it was League of the Sea.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah,
I
to be
don't.
honest, I'm pretty sure, like 99%.
So yeah, you're mostly the guy who knows that. I'm really not so into it. Official
Yeah, no, it's back
diplomacy.
to the usual waiting. I'm really interesting, like what kind of tactics we're going to see on neighbors, to be honest, because we like saw that map a lot in the last couple of days in King of the Seas, obviously, and League of the Sea as well, before, and also in MDiv League. So it's like a kind of well-known map for most teams, unlike Haven, where we saw like really interesting stuff happening on the weekend.
Yeah,
So
that's for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of curious, like what the teams are going for. Like maybe someone will surprise us and actually send like a bigger part of their fleet to A than usual, just to try something new.
Yeah.
Could happen.
By the way, I'm just checking this rule stuff and so on. So
Yeah, we
map
should.
rules say first map will be pre-announced. This is neighbors then.
Yeah, exactly. And after the home team should pick the next one, right?
Exactly, and third map chosen by the guest team.
Okay.
Spawns are predetermined for the first game of every match. The home team is to be set as team 1 in the training room lobby. Home team is team
Okay,
1.
so
Home team picks spawn in the second one. Yeah, exactly. That's a bit awkward because home team can pick the spawn on the map they pick.
yeah, exactly. That
that's
was like the one thing we were wondering about like last week already.
On the other side is the guest team can pick the spawn on the last map that they chose. So
Yeah.
so since we play all the 3 battles, it's like kind of
Then
equalized.
makes kind of sense. Yeah, that's true.
But in a normal competitive best of 3, this would be really awkward.
Yeah, it would, but like because they are playing all the maps, it's okay. Doesn't make a difference then.
Exactly.
Like only for like psychology, like if they lose like the second map.
Yeah, indeed.
So it should be fine. And I don't know if like one of the teams already feels like at home on a certain map that they can pick with like confidence. Like I can only talk for Wargaming Pay to Win here, like our team. Like Trap or Neighbors is always a good pick for us.
Yeah, there are a lot that are not good picks.
Those are like our home maps, whereas like Loop is not so loved by us.
Yeah, or Trident.
Yeah, Trident as well.
It's gonna be a mess every time.
So and I don't know if like these teams have played all the maps yet, or like played them in a competitive environment.
We will find out soon, I guess.
Microphone muted. Microphone
If
activated.
it looks like a total mess, then they obviously haven't. But
yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
gonna be
like the good
crazy
part
thing.
of having a predetermined map as the first map. Like you can actually you have like 1 week in advance to prepare for that map specifically.
Yeah, if you have the time and get the members together,
That's true. And that can be a problem for like smaller clans.
Yeah, it's always the issue with these things.
And I mean, we even had like bigger clans on King of the Seas that could not participate on the second day because they couldn't field the members.
And that says a lot, actually.
Yeah. And those were like not some random no-name clan. They were like actually contenders or serious contenders for the quarterfinals.
Indeed, yeah.
So if even like the top clans have this problem, it's even more difficult for smaller clans in lower leagues.
Should we take a glimpse in there?
Actually, I would wait. Like, I don't know. The lineups are not predetermined here. Like, they have not been submitted before. And if one of the guys from the enemy team is like watching the stream and it takes longer than 5 minutes, then they know kinda the lineup. So I'm just holding contact with one of the players, and he will let me know when they are ready.
Alright, yeah, what can we say else? We don't know nothing about the second and the third map, so this is out.
No, those will, like, yeah, they will be picked by the players, by the teams.
Can just make some announcements for the week again. So on Thursday I'm streaming Wargame Pay to Win against Total War Alliance. The recent opponents in King of the Sea, and also part of the League One. I think Wargame Pay to Win is there, the favorite, but you never know. Something can always happen. And since we didn't play so convincingly on King of the Sea, actually there were some mistakes that should not happen usually. So it's maybe a bit more open than expected. But we will see on Thursday. But I think it was 20:30 CET, and I will stream the game with Jenkins from Deutsche Handelsflotte. He asked me if I need someone for the co-commentating, because Seka can't, or he would like to, but it's a bit weird if like Wargame Pay to Win streamers are on both sides of the team, and we want to avoid
then it's
this.
always a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, room is open, and Yami just told me we are allowed to join, so we can actually enter the room now.
Make LotS.
Here we go. And there's also the enemy team.
Do you have a preferred side?
No, I don't care. Like, they should just split us, and then it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, actually, we are like the supposed streamers for this.
he Quantenmecher posted in the not in the overall schedule where I was told that I should like put or mark the stream. He posted in the VOD list, so but it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I am seeing perspective of Dockside Horse, and you are getting PRAVD's perspective.
Which perspective do I get?
You are getting PRAVD's, and
Okay.
I'm getting Dockside Horse. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, interface is looking fine.
Yeah, I need to switch.
Yeah,
because I'm totally insane. But it's only one game. I trust myself to get it work this time.
Okay, I will just ask in case as soon as we are in game. Okay, good luck, have fun all. Here we go. First game of the evening, League of the Sea, third league, Dockside Horse against Pravda on Neighbors. So, lineups.
Yeah, perfect.
Obviously, both of them are playing Shokaku.
I don't know what's going on, but now it's working. Okay.
We have one Alabama, one Bismarck, one Amagi against two North Carolinas and the Triples. And Aaron is actually playing in a Kutuzov. We have two Kutuzovs against one Chapayev and two Kutuzovs.
The
And
Aaron hype is
then
real.
double Benson and Akizuki against double Benson. And yeah, let's see how it works out. Like, Pravda should be able to pressure Caps with this lineup. Like the three destroyers.
Didn't watch actually.
Okay.
I was a bit concerned that my stream is. Like,
did you disable your overlay?
yeah, I did.
Okay. Then it's okay. Then it's alright. Just making sure. Okay. So let's see what happens. As usual, we are streaming with 5-minute delay, so none of the teams has an advantage by viewing the stream. Just letting everybody know.
I think North Carolinas are not the best choice here, but as I said, maybe no other ships available and so on.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult for smaller clans like to field the ships they want to. Okay, looks like DSW is abandoning A at the moment. At least their Bensons are doing so. One of them is going C, the other one is going for B.
Well, Pravda going C, B, A. North Carolina to A, what is actually okay, I think. With Benson, Kutuzov, North Carolina. Akizuki B, Creed. And it seems as if they are going hard for... Oh, there's someone... Someone crashed, I think.
Did? B?
No. Our Turpitz isn't moving.
Okay, then they should ask for a restart, maybe?
Yeah, that's... I don't know if they figured out already. He has a little problem. She is Mari Hazekura. So it seems as if there are women around.
Okay, let's see. So, one of you guys crashed, or?
Yami just says reconnecting and we're doing it anyway. Should be fine, okay.
Okay. So, let's hope you can
Whatever
rejoin,
this
actually.
means.
Yeah, I've actually no idea if you can rejoin the training room, to be honest.
You can.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
possible, but sometimes it's... yeah. But it's a disadvantage. So what's the carrier loadouts here?
Pravda Carrier is actually playing 2-2-2.
Yeah, balanced, I see it, yeah.
And I think on DSW's side, yeah, that's a normal air superiority lineup.
Okay, so Pravda is getting A now, B is blocked by Pravda, and C is blocked by Pravda.
Yep.
That's so far pretty good, because they can achieve a quick, a small point lead. Oh, Turpitz woke up. Perfect.
Okay, that's good.
So everything alright here.
So that's actually surprising. There's a lone Bismarck at A. Like Suppenhuhn, he is totally alone.
Interesting.
And he will soon have a bit of company because Yami in his Kutuzov and General McAuliffe in his North Carolina were spotted.
Oh, your
So
Chapayev is up. Or was up and is eating a lot of damage there.
He already lost half his HP. Sitting in the smoke here. I guess he was like a bit too far on the front and actually left the smoke.
Yeah, I think he should hug the island there. That makes more sense.
Yeah, and he's getting shotted from General McAuliffe from A, but no hits.
Yeah, that's what Pravda is doing here. It's kind of the pincer move. I mean, DSW tried to flank with the Bismarck, but it doesn't make... Oh,
DD duel against Lobsterden and Philip.
Ooh, I hope the Aki has speed boost on. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's fine, but still he lost a lot of HP there.
Yeah, the question is, can he survive or is he running?
What? Oh my god, that was pretty close for Philip actually.
Oh, torp bombers
Like-
incoming. Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Well, the point advantage is on Pravda's side, but it's
Yeah.
mostly the time if you can hold the.
Dragon Strider took a huge hit there. So he's really low.
Is it
He
your
wanted to
Chapaz?
help Lobsterden, but didn't quite work out for him.
Dragon, what ship is it?
The Benson. The Benson near B.
Oh, okay. Oh. Is he potatoing? No,
The
Akizuki's
Akizuki?
fine.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's the desync.
tops ran out. Yeah.
It's a desync thingy.
Okay, no, both teams have one cap and Pravda has a slight lead because they kept A
Yeah, but
first. Okay, but now DSW just got B.
yeah, Pravda will go now from A towards B
Yeah.
and have like perfect crossfire into
They
like
just
the
need to get rid
Alabama.
of Suppenhuhn,
No, he's just running away.
who
so.
actually has not lost a single point of HP, to my surprise. He's still full HP. I guess nobody had shots on him.
The Turpitz eats a lot of damage here.
The Chapayev is in a bit of an awkward position for DSW. Like he's really far back and cannot use his radar at the moment. Because he abandoned his position near B.
Yeah, that's what Pravda saw and is just taking advantage of it. And is capping B now.
Yeah. Where are his guns pointing? Okay, they are pointing in the direction of B. So I guess as soon as Meister Eder is in range, he will pop his radar to scare the Akizuki out of there.
The Benson, Dragon Strike Origin is also going there.
Okay.
So
The only problem I'm seeing for DSW here is the Chapayev is very much alone. He has no smoke in his vicinity, like none at all. So if he gets spotted, he's in really big trouble, I guess.
yeah, could be.
So there are torps going
Question is, what is going on
into
here?
your smoke. Oh, Arun might have a problem here.
He's eating at least
Yeah, one torp, and there goes Arun. Yeah, those were some pretty good torps from Sergeant Brutalo that were not spotted beforehand, I think. That's like the bad thing about running 2-2-2.
Yeah.
You don't have the spotting power. That, yeah, basically got Arun killed here.
So far pretty good gameplay from both sides.
Lobsterden
just grounded himself.
is grounded, and that's pretty bad. I guess he's dead.
Yep, he's totally dead, yeah.
Okay. Bogas got a revenge kill for the Kutuzov for Arun, but now... yeah, they lost the Akizuki. That's a big advantage for the carrier. Oh, but the Amagi of DSW is in very big trouble now. Down to 11k. Yeah, there he goes.
How did that happen?
So they are trading now. He left the smoke. I have no idea why exactly he left the smoke. Maybe because of the torps that killed the Kutuzov up there.
It's not perfect for Pravda's Benson. He can just charge into the other Benson and has the Tirpitz, who's hopefully secondary spec.
Yeah, looked like it.
And that means there's a lot of firepower raining down. Yeah, he's up. And there it goes.
Yeah, they should be able to kill him off. Sergeant Brutalo.
Tirpitz needs to move and help and not to reverse.
He's actually unspotted for DSW.
Yeah, but why is he reversing?
I don't know. Cannot see him.
Yeah, I see it. He's reversing into the torps.
Oh,
from
okay,
Sergeant Brutalo.
that's kind of bad.
I mean, if you wanna support your DD and not going away from him. He's hitting none so far, because he's lucky.
Okay, looks like Sergeant Brutalo can make an escape
there
here.
goes Benson. He just waited too long into this.
That was in B, I guess?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, the A group of Pravda needs to get a move on.
Yeah, and they have no spotting.
They have no spotter sitting in the smoke, and the Bismarck is just running circles around them at the moment.
The issue is that C group needs to keep moving and get in their flank, and that as soon as possible.
Yep. So the pincer needs to close now, basically.
Wow, they have 2 battleships up here. That's rather sick.
The Tippets into North Carolina here.
How is the air duel going?
So far it's looking better for DSW.
Okay.
Especially after the Akizuki died.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Alabama is visible and doing interesting things here.
I think Pravda carrier is going now for Bismarck. He's baiting with the bomber there.
Okay.
And I think the DSW carrier doesn't have it in.
There's one fighter squadron in the vicinity.
Yep. I think he should have gone the long way to make it perfect. So now they are going into C, Pravda.
Can actually cross drop here and gets his torps off before the strafe. And the Bismarck is forced to show broadside now.
I hope North Carolina waited. Not really. Yeah, but yeah, the Bismarck is probably dead here.
Yeah, he should be. Yami needs to be a bit careful that he doesn't get deleted here. Because
I'm not sure.
He's grounding now. Actually, I'm actually not paying attention to what's happening over at C, but it looks like Pravda's pushing in there.
Oh my god, you just... That was a bit like... Too greedy from Yami. He just turned to get his torps off. So, General McAuliffe just needs to slow... Olive needs to slow down now.
Yeah.
Because he shows broadside.
Yeah, Suppenhuhn is dead here.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so
and now they can push up actually.
They need to angle.
Oh, but both battleships are actually pretty low for Pravda in C.
Probably torps from Sergeant Brutalo.
I guess torps and HE actually. And Fogas is trying to run away from Philip, and yeah, he's in a crossfire from the Chapayev now as well. So
it's pretty
interesting. Yeah, there goes Fogas.
Okay.
And now they're losing all their battleships here.
Now it's over. That's hard to pull out something here. Alabama eats 1 torp, but that's not enough.
Yeah, basically what happened is the action at A took them too long. Like the one Bismarck was basically enough to delay them. So the A group couldn't push up in time. So yeah, unless something surprising is happening now, first game should go to Dockside Horse.
Nope. I would agree on this.
Maybe they are actually topping their own Chapayev here, I'm not sure. No, he's looking fine.
Which are torps.
Yeah, Yami and General McAuliffe are pushing up now, but it's kind of too late now.
Yeah.
Especially since Dockside Horse has still 2 DDs left and 1 Kutuzov for smoke. And they have only 1 smoke.
The issue is I have North Carolina. I mean, the Tirpitz or Bismarck would fitting really good in the B cap if they wouldn't have lost so many ships already.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, but until like 1 minute ago or so, or 2, it was a really close game, I would say.
Did Yami... Oh yeah, he intends to go here. It's a risky thingy, because everybody should know where he is. And I think he should change place with the North Carolina now. Reverse totally out of the cap, and North Carolina should go in front.
Let the North Crest sit in there, yeah.
Because he can take shots, but he can't. Well, the good thing is they didn't give up yet.
No, of course not. I mean, like every minute they play, it's like more experience for the team, and they can already like decide, okay, what went wrong, what went right, and what can we do differently in the next game.
If I mean, they have with the Kutuzov a lot of AA here as well, so oops. Yeah.
The thing is, very soon there will be torps going in the direction of the smoke.
Yeah.
And they have to be aware of that.
That's like the carrier needs to spot with all what he has, but he can't, I think. I think he didn't use the Akizuki to his advantage. Oh, what is Yami doing? He's going out
Yami
first.
is visible. Yeah, he's visible now.
No, that's not smart.
They're both going out. Maybe because of the torps, I'm not sure. Or they just decided, okay, it's not worth it anymore, let's just end this. Hop into the next game.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, I don't know what to do by myself. I think it was more or less
the game
over.
was basically lost when like the C push failed. Sadly, I didn't pay attention because I was watching the action at A. It happened simultaneously. But
actually, the North Cal needs to angle against. Nice, that shot. Only needs to angle against Alabama, who's in smoke already. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do actually. That's not happening. But yeah, from an individual skill level, I would say just as we expected, both are pretty even.
That was a mistake of the Sergeant Brutalo that he shot after he launched his torps.
Yeah,
like Olive was pretty aware of that, what's going on here.
And now Olive is going to die. Yeah. The Alabama is now pushing. Okay, so that's it for the first map. So Dockside Horse are up 1-0.
Exactement.
And we have no idea yet what the second and third map are going to be.
Yeah, we will hopefully find out.
Those will be picked. Those will be picked by the teams.
Maybe you can get hands on your source and.
Yeah. I try to ask.
Well, this was winnable for both sides, I guess. But in this, it seems as if DSW has some more experience in this. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, PRAVD went for the right tactic, but with a bit of some mistakes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think both battleships in the north at C and only one, and then there was this like huge gap between A and C.
Yep.
And you can't do that on this map. You can do it on large maps, but not on these maps. And
I
there's
think
also
the idea was
another
like,
option. Let me please.
Yeah.
Another thing is it's an issue for the CV as well, because he has to like, okay, if you play balanced, you rely on that your team knows or is close enough to give AA cover to each other. But on this. In this point, yeah, he actually can't do much, even with the air supremacy setup. It's not so easy, so they have to stay together more or less.
Yeah, I think the pincer movement that they intended to do from A and C would have worked out, but the problem was they got like holed up by the Bismarck and were not able to kill him in time because Dragon Strider left them in A. He tried to help on B, like tried to help the Akizuki, and then basically he got killed, and the A group didn't have any spotting anymore, and were not able to push the Bismarck in time.
Yeah,
And
that's an issue. I mean,
and then like the whole mistiming happened, because if they had pushed at the same time, like the C group would have pushed, then it would have worked, in my opinion.
Yeah, could have. That's true. But they lost the DDs pretty early and pretty soon, and that was also a thing.
Yep,
What
that was
cost
a
them
pretty
the
big
game.
problem for them.
I mean, it's one thing if you lose one Akizuki or so. I mean, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. But if you lose 2 DDs, that's gonna be really bad.
Yep.
And DSW had 2 DDs left. That was, yeah, more important at that time. At that point.
Yep. Okay, second room is already up. Looks like second map is Trident.
Ui, that's a close one.
So that's the pick of DSW. I guess we're just going to wait until they are all in there once again, so we don't fuck anybody over.
Yep. We wait.
So, what could PRAVD have done differently? Like, obviously, like take other battleships if they are available for them, of course.
I think, yeah, the split up on both caps is normally okay, but some support in the middle would have been good, at least for the Akizuki.
Yeah, maybe one cruiser.
And I think the carrier should have focused on B, the Pravda carrier, at first.
Yeah, because like his
He can
Akizuki,
kill-
his best friend in the game is there.
Exactly, he can like fight every fighter fight, and he can drop the Benson that is maybe challenging the Akizuki.
Yep.
He can give a lot of air support there. As a balanced carrier, you wanna use this huge AA bubble there.
Yeah, I guess like the Pravda Akizuki, he was really caught out by a surprise when the Benson pushed him the first time. Like he was right next to him when he fired the torps. Those were like, I don't know, 500, no, a bit more, but like 2 kilometers away from him. And that was really surprising that he wasn't spotted before.
Yeah, and you need to, yeah, as I said, you want to play as a carrier like over this Akizuki AA bubble, and since the Akizuki was also very alone in the middle, he needed some even more support. So
yep, exactly. Like he needs vision, and
exactly.
so they are basically helping each other. Like one provides vision and the other provides AA support.
Indeed. And
because you're basically fighting an uphill battle as a balanced loadout against an air superiority loadout.
Yeah, and you take every help you can get.
Yep. So yeah, but that's something like for the future, I guess. Like to my knowledge, it's actually the first time they're actually fielding an Akizuki, because I had to talk with Yami about that. Like he asked what ships they could bring in the current lineup, and I kind of recommended it. So I guess they are like trying to figure out what to do with it at the moment and how to use it to their advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah.
Okay.
So
let's
looks
look
like
in there. I think it's fine. Yeah, Pravda is also joining already.
Okay, then it's alright. So second map Trident, obviously a bit smaller than neighbors.
Let's see
So
what they bring this time again.
Battleships are even like more important.
So 2 Benson. This time was Chapayev. One is missing. And there comes Soviev.
Just wanted to have like the same perspective as before, so I made them switch.
That seems to be good. Everything alright?
Just waiting for the teams now. It's actually pretty good. Like, it's even though there's no admin in the game, it's just both teams join at the time they are supposed to join. Streamers are there, everybody's ready, and then it's just go. We have seen worse.
Yeah, but it's more the unexperience of, or not. People underestimate how many preparations are in there, because you have to do a lot of stuff
Yeah, but
in
still,
before the game.
For me, it's very convenient and like very refreshing.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean,
That was the point I was making here.
oh,
Okay, so this time we see like the exact opposite, actually, in the DD department. Like DSW is fielding two Bensons, one Akizuki, and PRAVD is going with the two Benson approach. And they have like one Shapaev and two Kutuzovs against the same on the other side. And so DSW is actually playing with two battleships, one Alabama and one Tirpitz, against two North Carolinas and the Tirpitz again. So that looks like the standard battleship loadout for PRAVD.
that's interesting, definitely.
And yeah, I guess both Shapaevs
Oh,
will...
wrong side.
Okay, they need to restart because the wrong side. Okay, then we'll just leave.
Yeah, and you were just about to say how smoothly it all
Yeah,
goes.
I guess I'll have to take it back.
Man, even in the first league, some things happen that, like, okay, wrong spawn, restart please, and so on.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the teams are not to blame here. It's more like wargaming with their training room. It's also not very accessible or intuitive, to be honest.
Nope. But yeah, they are at 0.6.5. Not at 1 point something.
Oh, that's a long time in the future, if we ever reach it.
Like 1.5 years ahead, I would say.
No, even more. I think actually the game will never reach it. Okay, room is up again. But at least we will get a new patch in 2 days. 6.6 is coming out and a new campaign.
Oh, what the fuck. I'm in the wrong game.
Looking forward to that.
There was someone named Midori Hayakawa, and I was like, what?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I assumed it might be like PRAVD for some reasons. But then I saw it is on North, and I was like,
Okay. So let's hope like the spawns are the right ones. And here we go. So second game in the series.
hopefully with the right spawns this time.
Yeah, it should be.
And no crashes, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully no crashes. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue at the moment.
So lineup is the same.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't change obviously because they have to submit in front while the game starts.
So PRAVD and North.
Okay, yeah. The spawns are actually looking good for DSW in my opinion. Like the Chapaev is really close to position he would like to be.
Okay, someone is asking what cap I go.
That's promising.
Because, and yeah, the fact that he's asking why like chat says that yes is not on TV.
He's not on voicecom, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a problem.
Yeah, because communication is so really important. I don't know. It's like one of the major basics here. I mean, you can.
Yep.
It even can kill individual skill in a way. The better the communication.
Yeah, I would take someone who is able to communicate clear and like fast-paced to like a better player actually.
Yep.
If he can like provide important information in a very condensed way that I can understand it and make use of it. as a caller.
Yeah.
Okay, it's looking like one
See,
Benson is
just
going C, and the other one is going for B, and the Akizuki is actually going A. So they're trying to get all the caps.
Okay, PRAVD is going for B and C.
Okay.
They let the BDD really alone again. Choppa is now above A behind that island. Maybe
Yeah, it's basically, he was briefly spotted, and it's basically the same for the DSW guys. Their Chapayev is like, except in, yeah, the other, on the other side behind the island.
Aaron looks a bit undecided what to do now. Normally the Akizuki can't or shouldn't be able to cap A now. But nobody has shots at him, that's the issue.
Nobody can shoot him, right?
Yeah, and nobody can reset him, and that's why the Chapayev is already useless there, and Aaron in his Kutuzov is not the best positioning in my opinion. I mean, sure he can shell the Kutuzov from DSW, but the A cap will go to DSW.
DSW, yeah, exactly.
And on the other caps it's more or less a stalemate.
Yeah, they're not really challenging Sergeant Brutalo here. And he should have been spotted, right?
The thing is, what is your carrier having for a loadout this time?
Actually, he's running balanced this time.
That makes sense. If you,
so 2-2-2.
So the people got the thing of the Akizuki there.
Yeah.
Yeah, brings him in an advantage. At least over B, or... Yeah, well, okay. At the moment it's A.
I'm very, very unsure what Sergeant Brutalo is doing in B at the moment.
Oof.
Whoa. What happened there? That was in C, right?
Yeah. He ran into Torps.
He just took
Your Kutuzov has some issues as well?
Yeah, Carnivore. He got hit pretty hard.
But seems as if Sergeant Brutalo survived this.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what he's actually doing there. Like, is he unspotted the whole time, or...?
The thing is, I don't know what Mr. Benson, Dragon Striker Origin is doing. Does he want to get
At the moment, he tries to avoid the airstrike, I guess.
That's pretty interesting, because... Oh my god. No. Oh my god.
If he can... I don't know, he's fine.
He's fine.
Because of defensive.
So, our Chicago is, by the way, LotS, so you know what's going on. That guy knows what he's doing.
So, yeah, Sergeant Brutalo is still not getting challenged there. He could actually... he could cap B.
I don't know why the Benson of... here is a bit uncoordinated everything. Yeah, why... Yeah, now it needs the Benson. I mean, he was stationary, that's fine so far, but he needs to get away from there. Enemy Chapayev is about to radar him, but probably so.
Okay, the Kutuzov is smoking the Alabama near B. They're in a pretty good defensive position here. There are not many ships that can hurt them.
Okay, now PRAVD has like 2 battleships, 1 cruiser at sea. That's pretty strong, and that can end up not well for DSW if they push around there.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they have all the smoke they ever wanted in B or near B, and the Chapayev is too far away to radar them.
Yeah, well,
because they have
PRAVD
2 Bensons
and
they have 2 Bensons and 2 Kutuzovs there, and the Alabama. So there's never-ending smoke. And I guess, like, the Tirpitz is finding out exactly...
No, he is killing him.
Okay, there goes 1 Kutuzov.
1 smoke left. Only 3 smokes left.
Yeah, was a good shot by Mari Hazakura. But still, now there are torps coming. I guess these were not spotted. This could hurt like a lot. And I think this damage...
the support for the DDs is really poor from PRAVD's side.
Okay, only taking 1 torp. Thing is, he doesn't have damage control up. So no, he is flooding and has 1 fire.
Who are we talking about?
Mari Hazakura.
Oh, perfect. Not good for Pravda though. Yeah, what was I about to say? Pravda is like letting their DDs down. I don't see them. Yeah, okay, they try to, but it's not enough. They
Okay,
cover.
Philip is spotted, I guess.
Oh my god, why is that?
And Lobster then really needs to use his smoke if he doesn't want to die here and like protect his 2 battleships.
Well,
I guess Philip is dead, but Lobster then, okay, he dodged that one.
well, if Philip does not die, then this game is practically done.
Yeah, Lobster then will die now. 600.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, they traded 1 for 1, but still, and Mari Hazakura is still flooding. And showing broadside to an Alabama now, so he is gone as well, I think.
He could have repaired. Alabama shots were out. Oh, he should have torped in there. He should have torped.
I guess he's not really sure how far he's away.
Oh, and the other Benson is spotted as well.
Sergeant
They're
Portalo.
really crazy. Okay, now Turbines goes down, but the North Kill will spot like 2. I don't know how many torp salvos are available in the smoke, but yeah.
There's 1 Kutuzov and the Alabama are left in smoke at the moment.
Okay, if he can kill the Kutuzov and ram the Alabama, that would be... okay. I know, but yeah. That's...
I guess he didn't spot the Kutuzov in time.
No, you just wait for this. Yeah. Now he can't do shit anymore.
And he gets dropped.
I mean, that's no offense to a Pravda, but an experienced player would have done exactly that. He would have waited his guns to till he sees the Kutuzov and rams or tries to ram the Alabama.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically Pravda's push failed.
Yeah, this game is practically done as well.
And yeah, they like DSW might lose Suppenhuhn here, but they have a major advantage already. So it's totally fine if they lose 1 battleship. Or like, yeah, 1 of theirs.
I mean, I would like to see like the Benson and the Chapayev going north of B, and Chapayev getting smoked, and Benson spots for him.
Yeah.
I mean, because they need to do something. I think Arun and Northcal are pretty fine here. Or can hold this position for a while.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they don't need to hold, they need points.
Yeah, that's why I say the Chapayev needs to move. And
yeah, he just got unspotted.
Yeah, now he needs... Yeah.
And
But
we've actually... DSW has no idea where the Benson is, to be honest. Like, he has been spotted
he's going
in a while.
and entering B now.
Okay.
Or, not, or he's around.
Then he will find a Chapayev.
He wants to spot first, he is not dumb. So
yeah,
he
but
sees the
Chapayev is spotted now.
Yeah,
by Arun.
Exactly. So he knows he can't go in there. Hopefully he knows. Okay, one DD of yours is in C then, I guess.
Yeah, that's the Sergeant Portalo in his Benson.
I think okay, what Pravda is doing here is, I think, the right call.
Yeah, but once again, they should have maybe done it earlier.
No, they couldn't.
If possible, no. While the push from C was going on.
Nah. Or well, yeah, maybe. I think the positioning of the Chapayev was not that great. But what is this? Why is the DD never getting any support? They really need to improve on that. The DDs of Pravda get let down every time. I mean, the
problem
Chapayev...
there was like the first one in C, he ate torps. I don't know why, because I didn't watch it. And
yeah, but the second one had no support all the time. And yeah, that decides games.
Yeah, question is, what did they want to do with the second one? Because he didn't, like, they had A, and then they just, like, let him sit behind the island the whole game long. That's the problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was the first mistake. Yeah. Or at least not what I would have done. At least that's there's no was. I mean, that can also work out against certain teams, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now Aaron and the North Carolina are ending up in a crossfire.
Yep. And that should have been like their crossfire if their push on C would have succeeded, or if they hadn't pushed like as aggressively as they did. Yeah, only one. So.
I think Aaron called, "Hey, drop storms! Stop." Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, there's the Tirpitz like sitting 5 kilometers next to the North Carolina now. And their K-tops from the front can be dodged, I guess.
Yeah, well.
So, we're pretty sure that DSW is taking the game overall. Because there's not much chance of a comeback here. Question is, next we're seeing PRAVD's map, what they have in store for us. And if they actually like, yeah, maybe support each other a bit better.
Yeah, I think that's needed. Otherwise, that's gonna be.
Like, I still don't understand what happened in C, because as far as I've seen it, like there was no smoke that the Benson was sitting in, so he was basically sailing in. If you look at the position on the map, I've honestly no idea what he was doing there. Why he went so far into the cap?
I couldn't see it as well because I was on the
Yeah,
other
just look
side.
at the wreckage, like where it is placed on the minimap.
Yeah, he must have gone in and way too far actually.
Yeah, but
and
that's
then
the question. Why?
I saw torps like going into this direction. That's what I saw.
Yeah, exactly. Like he hit at least one torp, so he must have been shot at before.
Stayed here at the edge of the cap.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's.
Blocking. I mean, it's sometimes safer and waiting for support. But this is.
Okay, so DSW takes the series basically 2-0, but we're still seeing the third map because of the league format. And this was a pretty convincing win by DSW.
Yeah, definitely. I would totally agree on this.
It kind of fell in their lap, I have to say. Because they didn't have to do much. They just waited behind B.
I think PRAVD has some issues, or they are pretty new, of course. And I know that DSW is existing a bit longer, at least. And I think PRAVD they didn't find their suitable positions yet, or they didn't train certain maps yet. That's the feeling I have. So they are improving a lot, and what is the word for it? Improving is it's not, but they hopefully improve afterwards. But what is the word in it? Improvising. Yeah, they improvise a lot.
Yeah, guess so. And as far as I know, they have like one training per week, and there are like a lot of maps and a lot of different tactics that you can play. So it's a bit difficult for them at the moment, I guess. Like the first maybe quarter of a year will be pretty hard for them. Yeah. And I guess then they get some routine and like are familiar with the tactics and the maps and like, okay, this is a good position for Achapayev and let's put the Akizuki here. Or we should put like these two battleships for a push.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That's just the time and experience.
I mean, how long do they exist? What did you say earlier on? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? 3 weeks at least, because they played 2 weeks of.
And I know that like this is like the first major competition they entered.
Yeah, well, there are no smaller competitions.
No, but I mean, obviously there are like some smaller leagues that were going on beforehand, but for example, they didn't play team battles last year because they just didn't, and I think a lot of the other clans did that. So that's like where most of the clans that are successful and competitive at the moment, where they got like their first bite out of competitive gameplay.
Yeah, might be. True.
Like, I mean, that's basically how Wargaming Pay to Win started.
That's true. I have no clue, by the way, but because I have this fun team called Mangina. That's some of people that you know as well.
Yeah, I know.
Formed. I tried to track you in, but you wouldn't.
No, because I wasn't interested because there were not any prizes for team battles.
That's true, yeah. It was just for fun.
Even though you were consuming like flags and stuff and didn't get anything out of it, so fuck that.
I made a Kraken once in one game.
Room is up, by the way.
Okay. Pretty deserted there, the training room lobby.
Yeah, true, but I mean, it's Tuesday evening,
so there could be more.
Yeah, but like there's no tournament going on except like League of the Seas at the moment.
A lot of trainings this week, hopefully. Theoretically.
Like I know for sure that we don't have a training this evening, so
yeah, we are totally free this week. Yay!
Yeah, actually we both of us are.
Right at the moment there is a recap meeting from all the players that played on the weekend, because there has to be some things to be talked about.
So, Warriors Path is like the last map, PRAVD's pick. They have played this map before against MDiv.
And they won. That was where...
they won, and that was a pretty funny game because Yami survived on like 500 HP for like 5 minutes or so and got 2 kills.
What's the problem here?
Why are you so quiet, by the way?
I'm quiet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you just... No, it's normal.
Maybe I just lowered my voice unintentionally.
Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for Pravda. Looks like DSW is actually going with the same lineup as on Trident. Vincent's one Akizuki and two Kutuzos, one Chapayev, and 2 battleships. 1 Alabama and 1 Bismarck or Tirpitz. That's a Bismarck because it has gun barrels. Yeah, that's a Bismarck. Still surprised that they like fucked up the gun barrels on the Tirpitz.
Well,
on the silhouette.
Maybe that's the thing they made up to see the difference between them.
Not sure.
Like, I mean, it's pretty hard to point out the torp launches at the Tirpitz. So.
Yeah, sure, but I'm not sure like Wargaming went so far and did that on purpose. Okay, so Warriors Path is a pretty big map. Way bigger than the 2 we saw before.
Actually, it looks like as if that's the map pick of DSW. Because
no.
they opened the room.
No, that's not their pick. It can't be.
Okay, because I'm a bit confused that they opened the. Oh no, it can. Both can. Yeah, of course.
It doesn't actually matter who opens the room.
Yeah, true. In the normal, like in the King of the Sea, there is always the home team or the team that picks the map who's opening the map.
True.
But the rules are way more strict than here. I missed our edge educators, even though it's working fine here. That was really, if someone of these guys are watching the stream, that was really good performance there. It really helped a lot. King of the
On the
Sea.
weekend, yeah. So, back to the map. C is a bit isolated, the point. You cannot really support it from B because of the two big islands that are right in the middle of the two caps. And on the other side, you, like A and B, you can support each other. So I'm interested what they're going to do. Like if DSW is going for all three caps again, or if they're just abandoning C and pushing B with two destroyers. Because the Akizuki in the middle can be really, really nasty for the carrier.
You mean the Battlefield 2 friends?
Oh yeah, that was a fun game.
whole major fleet went to A and 2 DDs were just going to B.
That was like total chaos.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure that's not what we're going to see here.
Alright, the team's formed up. Seems
Both teams seem
everybody's
to be ready.
Duh, he says, okay.
By the way, my insider sources just told me that Mari Hazakura is actually a girl.
Yeah, because they said she.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's this female I know.
Okay, so bit of a confusion here if the lineup of PRAVD was actually submitted or if it didn't get submitted.
Yeah.
So we are just waiting if that checks out.
That would be normally the part of the educator who sits there and have his list, checking every ship. Is it correct or not?
Okay, but yeah, like one of the DSW guys actually says it's all submitted.
And it's fine, yeah.
So should all be good. Okay, the last game in series. So far, DSW is leading 2-0. And yeah, I bet Pravda would like to get this last map.
Yeah, because every
single map counts and gives points. So we have. Okay, I'm actually on the wrong team this time, but fuck that. We will not make them restart for that.
No.
So you're actually on DSW's side this time.
Yeah.
DSW is actually having the exact same lineup as last game. 2 Bensons, 1 Akizuki, 2 Kutuzovs, 1 Chapayev, and Alabama and Bismarck. And Pravda is going with the same battleship configuration, 2 North Carolinas and 1 Tirpitz. And yeah, also the rest is the same. 1 Chapayev, 2 Kutuzovs, and 2 Bensons. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, they already see. I think DSW has more variety or more possibilities to get more ships on the table here. Because
I think they were actually. I read their recruitment post like today from March, and they were specifically asking for players that can bring, I think, 3 ships on tier 8 with at least 50 battles as a requirement for people to join. So that's basically how you buy yourself a bit of variety and a bit of like broadness in tactics.
Yeah.
So you can do different stuff.
Indeed.
And I mean, 50 games is like should be enough for people to get comfortable with their ship. Okay, Pravda is looking like they are abandoning C and are strong pushing A with 1 Benson, 1 Kutuzov, 1 Northca and the Tirpitz. And B is getting pushed by the Benson, the Chapayev, 1 Kutuzov and the North Carolina.
DSW is going for all 3 caps, what is not a surprise. Chapayev is moving to the island below B.
Okay.
It's
So
actually
he
the
should
best
be around
place.
here sometime. Actually, Pravda's carrier is playing air superiority this game
Makes sense.
because of the bigger map and he wants more vision, I guess.
Yeah, and he has no Akizuki.
Yeah. Okay, Fogas just entered the B cap. And I am not convinced of this move. He entered the cap and now he's just sitting here. Why would you do that? Doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, he's sitting there.
Okay, no, he smoked that.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, it's if you have only one smoke path.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like,
And now the Chapayev is like 8 kilometers from him.
oh
So
yeah,
Fogas is dead.
he is dead.
Calling it right now. I mean, he might actually survive, but he will be on so low HP.
No, he's dead.
Okay.
And it's, I think the mistakes here was the positioning where he was going into the cap.
Yeah, and just sitting in there.
You can't
Like,
do that.
what
no.
what was he thinking?
I
What
mean, he
would
could
happen
have
here?
gone behind the rock to block the
Yeah,
cap.
and at least like move. Don't be a stationary target. So
Yeah, that's a
that's
quick loss.
something they need to address in the future, I guess.
Yeah.
Because now once again they are down 1 DD.
Okay, now they are abandoning B and going to C. That's interesting. Your guys.
Yeah, Pravda kind of has to, because like there's no chance they will ever enter B alive. Arun, bit premature shots. Sergeant Brutalo has kept C for you guys. But now he gets spotted and Arun is on his arse. And Yami and General McAuliffe are coming too. And yeah, Pravda in the
There
meantime...
are torps coming into Aaron's direction.
Yeah, they were spotted like a while ago. He's still trying... He's still going to take one... No, he's not.
But North Cal behind him.
Yeah, he's taking one. Oh, is he? No. Also, very nice dodge. So, Pravda in the meantime kept A. And have like their main fleet there. And the fleet that has no more DD support is now entering C.
So the problem for...
smoking them in.
The thing is, for Pravda, they need to push through. They need to push the group of DSW south of B. Otherwise they never will reach kind of a pincer movement, because they are so far away from each other. They need to do something to support each other.
Yeah, did DSW actually move below B again? Because on the minimap
no, they
it looks
are
like
sitting in B now. So
yeah, exactly.
They are just
now they're spotted. Yeah.
It's a pretty smart positioning there, because they can establish a crossfire with the Bismarck and the Kutuzov Chapaya from C. So there's no going in for Pravda at this point.
Okay, Sergeant Brutalo was spotted or is spotted at the moment.
Then he's radar.
Yeah, he probably was.
Chapayev just fails. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what Yami is going for here.
I don't know either.
So how's it looking at A? Looks like Pravda is pushing into A now.
Yeah, they have to.
And my game crashed. Nice one. So enjoy solo casting.
Oh,
I'm sorry, folks.
Shit.
But nothing I can do here.
Maybe you can rejoin, try it.
Yeah, we'll try, but...
Yeah, that's... Hey...
Yeah, fuck wargaming for this, like seriously.
I think... the Benson needs to go and go. Oh. Benson spotted.
I hope I can reload the game. This fucking client is fucking me over so hard. Really hoping that they fix this.
Okay, then the issue is now. Yeah, they get like encircled here at C after. That's the thing you don't wanna face. Yup. The only, yeah, well, they have to push into C now. Otherwise.
Okay, I'm actually in the game again, and first thing I see is Yamineko on 2.5k HP, so that's 2k more than he had last time.
He made this strange move, I don't know. He went out of the smoke and...
Oh, okay. So DSW actually pushed through B.
Yeah.
Kutuzov. Oh, okay.
Okay, but the A group is now moving from Pavda, as it looks like.
Yeah, I'm back into the game, by the way. Yeah, they're pushing here and should be able to kill the Kutuzov.
If the Turpitz is angling a bit more now, he can just easily chase on the Alabama that is stationary. They really have to push them.
Oh
and
yeah, CD is sitting here.
And killing would be... Oh, good shot.
Yep, there goes the Kutuzov. And yeah, now they should be able to pressure this group.
Okay, now the C group needs to like stay where they are in this gap.
Oh, this was a bit premature drop actually. Or not, desync. Yeah, Marie Hazakura just took a lot of torps here and I think she is going down. Yeah, he's flooding for sure.
Oh, wasn't there AA available?
There was, but it hurt more than it helped, to be honest.
Oh, that's bad.
Because she had to turn into the...
At least that threw off the torps from
yeah,
Philip.
Exactly, but the Kutuzov torps that were going for her, like, those were kind of bad.
That Kutuzov lobster needs to really go into that smoke now, really.
Yeah,
oh no, he's
using
smoking
his
as well.
own smoke.
Why is he... Oh, the Benson just recently smoked. That's really not good.
Yeah, that's the miscommunication part that we were talking about.
Yep, they really need to get that working.
It looks like General McAuliffe is trying to reach B through the channel here, between the islands. And Aaron is trying to delay.
McAuliffe can just wait, that's the only thing he can do.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't know for sure where the Benson and the Akizuki are.
Yeah, they're...
If they are able to sneak up on him.
Yeah, well... There are no torps coming in this direction yet, but one Benson is sneaking up north of C
to
get in his flank, and Arun... Oh, he just shot preemptive torps into this direction.
Yep, he did.
Oh, and he might see Corsi TM there.
Okay, one torp in the water. Thing is, desync or no desync? No, all is good.
Torps coming now from Sergeant Potato on the North Cal. General
Okay.
McAuliffe from B.
Oh, Dragon Striker is taking big hits over at A. He got spotted.
But the other bands
They traded 1-for-1 here, but that's really not that favorable for Pravda at the moment.
Nope. They need to trade better.
Because now they lost like all of their DDs and yeah, DSW still has 2 left. 1 Akizuki and 1 Benson. There are the torps. They were not spotted beforehand.
Will eat 1 at least, no 2.
2 actually.
Aaron figured out that there is Akizuki.
Yep. He's blind firing at him in the smoke. And now he's spotted. Yep. Now he's spotted. So he should be able to kill him.
Yep. Corsi is dead.
Yeah, but once again, like, the trade was against North Carolina and Arun as well. So these trades are just not happening for Pravda at the moment.
Yeah, they really need to figure out what to do. It's a bit.
And
Yeah.
basically it started to go wrong with the first DD loss in B.
Yeah, but this was, yeah, an experience.
Yeah, probably. Because that's something you should never ever do.
And that the
Okay.
that the Tirpitz was killed is actually pretty sad.
Yeah,
Because
that was like a very,
was,
very unlucky, or the timing was very, very good for DSW, like
He-
however you want to see it.
he was the or that was the ship that they needed to push them away.
Yeah. Oh, okay, graph crashed. So yeah, he cannot move.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Looking like a clean sweep for DSW. And that will put them definitely in front of Pravda in the league.
Yeah.
They got a lot of points. Yeah, and Pravda, I think they will take a couple of lessons here.
They need to improve, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I think they will. Like,
Yeah,
they have some
always-
experienced players, and I think they will watch the replays and figure out, like, okay, we shouldn't do this anymore, because it clearly doesn't work. Like the Benson move, for example.
Oh, true.
Actually, that's pretty funny. If I'm far enough away, I can see the Benson wreck on B. Like, if I zoom closer, it disappears, but if I'm like 10-15 kilometers away, there's a wreck.
I can't see it. But must be because you re-entered,
Yeah, because I
guess.
disconnected and now my game client is actually fucking around. I don't know. Yeah, and there's a wreckage of a Benson sitting in there. Can I see my own wreck? I kinda died over. Where did I die? Like here? No, but I can see the other Ryujo wreck from the other caster.
Yeah.
And this one,
The
this one
training
actually
room and his
stays.
things. It's miracles.
He is... What the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? Like, the carrier is basically on his side, like floating above the water.
Well,
This
I
is
can't
interesting.
see it.
Wargaming, please fix your training room. Okay, so that's the match for today.
Exactly.
Pretty interesting. Got like a good glimpse from both clans, and obviously like DSW being the stronger, more experienced clan, they prevailed and took the series 3-0.
Yeah, convincingly actually.
And yeah, make a big jump in the league, I guess. I mean, rest of
Can we
the
check? Let's check.
rest of the teams actually have to play.
We can't say yet, I think.
I think. Okay, I'm just showing the league table at the moment. So how many points are they getting for this win? That should be
I don't know.
9. Is that correct?
Then you get for lose as well?
You get
Points?
1 point for losing
Why is
and
that?
3 for winning. Then I guess.
Okay, okay.
So they get 9 points. So before the update at the moment, like before the rest of the guys have played, I guess they haven't so far.
There was
No. On the third game day, nobody has played yet, or at least there are no results entered. They should lead the league at the moment, at least for the day.
Yep.
And Pravda is going to drop down to 4th position until the rest of the teams have played in the week.
Looks like they have like 17 points afterwards if that 3 to 1 point thing is going on. Okay. Yeah, good. Thanks for watching this. I'm coming back in like 20 minutes or so, and we'll do a regular stream, so
yeah,
feel
thanks for
free
watching.
to stay.
The next game is on Thursday, right?
Exactly.
It will be you without me, because sadly we don't want to cause drama and double cast our own games.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
we are only bringing one.
So it will
Okay.
be me and Jenkins from Deutsche Handelsflotte.
Okay, so thanks for watching and see you next time.
See you next time. Or see you soon.